Okay, the recording is started, and hello everyone. Uh, our plans, our agenda for today. First of all, we check one of CV task. Then we are going to overview the next week assignment. Then I'm going to answer one of question from the form, I mean Google form. And the last one, I'm try to answer all your questions. If you're okay with my plans, let me start and share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And let me start from the CV task. I found one of task and I going to check with you this task according to criteria. And if you have any comments, please do not hesitate to add it. I found the task of Olga Nesterova, and let's try to check. First of all, according to criteria, there should be first and last name, as you can see it is here, contact information, and kind of some summary about goal, wishes, and so on. So here we can see contact information, link to GitHub, not link, the GitHub name, and brief information and goals. So it's everything okay. The next section is skills and code example. Pay attention, it doesn't matter what exactly code example. It's just to try to write code using Markdown. So here we can see skills and code examples. Also, everything okay with this task. The next, it's experience. It kind be your educational experience. It might be your kind of career experience. It doesn't matter. And education. As you can see, Olga just started her way in the IT, so she skips this section, but she add education and courses. So, this case she replaced one section by another, so I guess it's okay. And finally, English. And English or languages information is also present. So, from my point of sight, related to first part of task, everything is done according to criteria. So, 50 points should be added. The next group is pull request. So let's open the pull request and uh, check. What we should check. The PR name should be Markdown and Git. Markdown and Git. It's okay. Changes must not contain commented code, unnecessary files, and so on. Let's check what we have. We have a photo and MD file with all appropriate and necessary information. So this point is also done. The next one is comments for each commit. Let's read. Okay, correct photo, fix, fit, add photo, fix, delete, uh, fix, fit, and init. From my point of sight, or from my point, it's everything okay, but just recommendation use small letters for all text. But it's just recommendation. Okay, seems this work is fully done, so it should be marked as 100 points by the reviewers. If you have any comments or might be I missed something, please do not hesitate. You may add this comment or write in the chat, and I read this information at the end of the Q&A session. Okay, let's
Hannah,
guess.
sorry for the interruption,
Yep.
but can I ask something?
Sure.
Regarding this points, the criteria, when we're saying this, the first one, 50 points if requirements of the task are met, isn't this related to the repository requirement, like make the public repository and all that stuff, and not what the EPAM HR department is suggesting to have a CV like that?
What about repository requirements? It's not mandatory that it should be public. Due to some of students may use the school repository, it's absolutely okay. The main idea that you have master or main branch depend on your Git settings. You should have GitHub pages and pull requests. So yes, it's important thing. And as you can see here, we have main branch and GitHub pages. We have all necessary commits, we have link and pull requests. So yes, according to these requirements is also everything okay. But from my point of view, this requirements is related to the second option.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
And related to HR department recommended, mostly when you will create your CV, I mean real CV, this information is kind of necessary to be in the CV. But how to place this information, styles, and so on, it's absolutely up to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your question. Okay, let me close and go further to the next week. The next week, you should learn about CSS as a very important part of your front-end career. And from, I guess it's impossible to work as a front-end developer without knowledge of CSS. Here you can see the set of educational materials. Some of them is interactive courses. Some of them is the video courses. So I would recommend first three as a, let's say, mandatory, and the last two are kind of optional. You may see these two to recap all information, or these two. It's a similar process for different countries, but the same lecture. So what you like more, please see. It's not necessary to see four videos. Only two would be enough. The next one, information about Figma. If you look at the week 4, you can see that you will start working on the UI task. You will create your own page, and this page was created in the Figma. So as a front-end developer, you should know how to use Figma, how to find, for instance, some indents, size, I don't know, color, fonts, and so on. So this model is really important for you. And I hope that it will help you to be prepared to the task in the next week. Okay, what about assignment? I believe that you would be polite during the review task and you don't miss the deadline of code review. Pay attention that you have only 4 days to make a review for others' task. Also, this week you should update or create new CV using HTML and CSS, and you will have the same requirements as it was before. I mean, related to content of your CV, this one. But this time you should use mm, HTML, CSS. So I hope that your CV will be look like more beauty, let's say. And finally, after you are completed with this task, please visit the link for cross-check requirements and check yourself whether you met all these requirements. And it's help you to fix something if you missed some of this option. And finally, this week you should pass test according CSS. Oh, yeah, this week. It's okay. And don't forget to submit task for cross-check to participate in this activity next week. And that's all related to assignment task and to educational materials. If you have any question, please ask. Okay. Seems there is no question related to this theme. So let me. Oh, okay. In the form, I have one question. Perhaps you can't see it, so let me make it bigger. The main idea that we have the strict rules related to test, and the only last result will be considered as your score. And the author suggests to use another flow and to consider the, how to say, the result with the most amount of points. I mean the best one, but it's not an issue. It's our decision as coordinators, as mentors, to use only one to the last attempt result. It's kind of our reality when you decide to do something. For instance, try to pass exam in a school or kind of this, only the last result will be considered as your final. So I don't promise, and not only on just promise, we will not fix it, and we think that this flow is most applicable and more useful for our student. Okay, I guess I answered this question. And currently we can go to question from your side. The question in the chat: is it required to put the CV link in the PR description? This task, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't required or mandatory, but for the next task, it will be mandatory to have correct description for the pull request. So I would recommend you to try do it starting from the nearest task. And the task related markdown should help you to know how to write this command in the pull request. Okay, guys, do you have any question? Oh, I miss. Can you zoom? Sorry, a bit late. Okay, guys, do you have any questions? Seems no. Okay, if you have questions, please write in the Discord. And thank you for participating. Have a nice day or evening. Bye bye.
Thank you, Hannah. Bye bye.